Welcome to Solo Marvel Champion if you're new here, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today is Game 3 of my Rise of Red Skull campaign using Magik in Leadership. Now this is an expert game. We are going to set this up first. This tells us to put the captives aside, let's give them a shuffle, and to put Hydra Patrol into play. And then shuffle the deck. Now, the 3 experimental weapons that I gained, quote-unquote, unfortunately gained in Crossbones are in here. And then he comes in and tells us to deal a face-down boost card, or encounter card. This flips and has 1. I'm starting at 7, and my setup upgrades are in play. I do have the option in this to reset to my full health and take an obligation, but I'm not going to do that. I can recover to get back up to 10, and I've got several ways in this deck to ready, so I'm hoping to heal, to recover back up to 10, and then get something to ready me so I can still act once I flip up. Okay. Interesting that call for backup could help me. I've got these spells. Let's mulligan one of them. Because I really, and I can mulligan that too, because that'll go on top. Really want to try to get a double. And there's a magic barrier again. And a soul strike. That is very good. Am I going to get a ready? It's still possible that I get a ready, or I might not get the ready and just, let's not worry about it. Let's just recover. My max is 12 because of my basic fort upgrade. We're going to flip up to hero. 2 things happen. This goes on top, and we discard this, and I'm going to take 2 indirect damage. Now let's do 1, 2 for Soul Strike. Deal 4 damage, and if the top card of my deck is physical, stun. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards and discard a card. Ooh, that being on top is very, very good. We will discard that magic barrier. So I have not done this ability yet. Let's do 1, 2 for Pixie. Return Professor X to my deck, or to my hand. And then for 0, we're going to play Stepping Disc off the top. That's going to ready me, and we will put that magic barrier on top again. I can thwart for 2. When that gets defeated, we go find a minion, a Hydra minion, and we're going to find our friend the Regular. He is put into play, so he does not incite. And I am going to have her take 1 threat off there. And let's just ready. Okay. 1 goes on, and we do have this forced response. After step 1, we can either take a damage or put an additional threat on. He cannot attack. This regular attacks, and I'm going to defend it, so I take no damage. Then I get 2 encounter cards. This is a guard. When defeated, he will give me another encounter card. And there's Energy Shield. Gives Taskmaster Retaliate, and I can get rid of that with Energy Mental, but I have no energy. Let's do this. Let's play that off the top for free. That readies me, and we will put Soul Strike on top. And I've used my ability. Let's do attack for 2, attack for 2. He's defeated, and we get an encounter card. Pixie goes away. Let's do 1, 2. I wonder if I sneak attack him in. Now let's just do 3 for Professor X. I will have him confuse. And then he takes this thread off. He can block for me. And that will be that. I'm going to hold on to sneak attack and barrier. Top card is Exorcism. 1 goes on, and I will let a second go on. He is attacking, and Professor X will block. That's 2, 3, 4, and he's gone. Let's see, I'm not going to get a ready, so when he attacks, I'm just going to take it. And I get 2 encounter cards. That guy and another guard who gives a encounter card. Really don't like the Hydra Soldier. Okay, we can, not going to get a ready this time. Oh, I really need to get rid of him. Let's do 2 for Soul Strike just to beat him. There is no stunning because this is on top. Let's do attack for 2 to get rid of him. And one for specialized training. That has 5. I'm going to pay Exorcism off the top for 1. Exorcism removes 4 and does not confuse, which is fine because he's already confused. Then I'm going to flip down since he's already confused. Let's draw 6. A lot of good stuff there. 1 goes on the main, and then I'll let another go. He cannot scheme. He schemes for 1, and I get 1 encounter card. He schemes, and if he has a weapon, this surges. So 2, only 2, and surge into this camp. After a minion enters play, give it a tough status. Ooh, okay. See, I can potentially get a ready here. So I'm going to pay 2 for Utopia and recover. I'm going to flip up, and I am going to do 1, 2. When I flip up, we'll put Soul Strike on top. What do I have in here? I don't think I've got Beast in here. I do have Pixie in here, though. I like having Pixie in here if I'm going to do a summoning spell. So let's do that. 2 for summoning spell. Discard until we... There we go. Until we get Beast. Beast readies me, and I return that double to my hand. Top card. Oh, if I could have gone one more card, that would have been nice too. That would have been really nice because then I could use that for Kid Omega's ability. But we can start dealing with this threat now. Let's play Kid Omega. And I can't pay the kicker. He is going to thwart this one off. And I will put in my basic, or not my basic thwart, my surveillance specialist. It does come into play, right? Yeah, it puts that into play under my control. Because now I can thwart for 3. Beast is going to clear this one, and that is unfortunate. I could have done something much better on this turn. Oh well. Now I have a total thwart of 3, so I'm going to thwart for 3 here. And when I make a basic thwart, draw a card. Well, now that's fun too, because I haven't used this ability yet. Let's put 1 into play for -1 cost. And let's just ready. All right, 1 goes on, and I will let another go on. He's attacking for 2, and I'll let Kid Omega block. That's 2, 3, and Kid Omega's gone. And I get 1 encounter card. He's going to attack for 2, and I'm just going to take that 2. And I get 1 encounter card. Let's go down and exhaust to remove that from the game. Okay. Now, some interesting things might happen. Oh, right now I'm not supposed to be able to see that because I had to flip down, but I know what it is. So when I flip up, we're going to put a Soul Strike on top. So I flip up, put a Soul Strike on top, and I take 1 indirect damage. No, I just take 1 damage. It's not indirect. And will I be able to get a ready? I will if I play Legion. If I play Legion, I can't get my Soul Strike off. Let's attack for 2. Yeah, I can still get my Soul Strike off. 3 for Legion, who readies me with Utopia. Oh man, I really need to thwart for 3 now. 1, 2, 3, and I get to draw, but then I won't be able to play Soul Strike. So Magik attacks for 2 and knocks him out, and I get one of these. Then for 1, I'm going to play Soul Strike off the top. Deal 4. And if the top card is physical, stun. And that's a shame that that's what's on top. Because I don't really want to use Legion. It's not going to do me any good, and I don't want to lose that. Well, I mean, I can thwart and then just not use his response. So let's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a stepping disc on top is fun. 1 goes on, and I'll let another. He cannot scheme, or rather he cannot attack. I get 2 encounter cards. If this is another Hydra Soldier, oh no. Master Plan, I'm going to discard until I get a side scheme. Although that can be good. That can be captured by Hydra. There we go. And a captured by Hydra. I cannot clear both of them and get threat off of there. That's what's scary. So I do have to think a little bit about this turn. So right now I can thwart for 3. I can thwart for 3 and then get this on top, which is mental. I can use exorcism. This will deal damage. Oh, I also took a retaliate because he still got that shield. What does that need? Energy mental. I could do energy mental to get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to thwart for 3. And when I do, I'm going to exhaust that to draw a card. Triage coming off the top would get me a ready. So let's use that sneak attack to play Triage off the top of my deck for 1. That readies me and heals me 2. I've used that ability. Ooh, that's scrying. So I can get both of these cleared. And let's see what allies I get. So Beast is going to thwart this one off. That goes away, and I'm just going to take the top one, Elektra. Okay, he goes away. Then see, I don't need to limbo this. Let's do Legion to thwart 1 from here, and discard the top card of my deck. It's mental, so we take 2 off of there. Then I can attack for 3, or thwart for 3. That goes away, and we get the next one. Ooh, both of those are great options. I can Song-Chi and stun, and then attack for 2, or remove some threat. or I Electra, use him for my physical to deal 3, and then I attack for 3. She attacks for 1. And Exorcism can... Exorcism... Maybe I Soul Strike. No, he's already going to be confused. He won't be confused if I use Electra. See, this is a fun little math problem. I think the best thing is to play Shang-Chi and use Exorcism as energy to stun. Let's use Limbo to put Electro on top. So that is wild. And, oh, I used Exorcism. So dumb. Because now Soul Strike won't matter because he's stunned. So let's say I didn't use that energy to stun then. I'll do 1, 2. Well, no, now I pretty much have to play Soul Strike to get the stun. 1, 2 for Soul Strike, which deals 4. And because the top card is wild, I stun. Then Shang-Chi and Triage thwart a total of 3. So hold on to that stepping disc. Oh, I really needed to do that now because Colossus is in here. I wanted to be able to put him on top. Okay, that was a bit of a blunder. With all of that math, I messed up. Let's ready. 1, 2. Get an encounter card. And when I defeat him, I'm going to get another encounter card. Three, 4, 5. And energy on top. This might actually be a really good Kid Omega turn, or Cyclops turn. So 1 goes on, and I'll let 1 more. So that goes up to 5. He can't attack, and I get 2 encounter cards. One of these will be an attack. That is almost guaranteed. Pretty sure he should have a damage. Oh, another retaliate. And an attack. I called it. Triage will block. That's 2, 3. Triage is gone. That almost always happens. That's almost assured to happen. Okay. Now, some interesting stuff can happen. Will I get a ready? Yes, I'm going to get a ready. So let's use her to thwart 3 and draw a card. Ooh, I might want to play him off the top. I've got that stepping disc, which literally won't do me anything now. Although, there's a thought as well. Let's play Elektra and use that as a physical to deal 3 damage. There is no retaliate going on there. Ooh, that's going to knock Legion out. And I don't really want to discard him, do I? Let's do 1, 2, 3. Actually, I do need to knock Legion out. He's going to attack for 1 to knock him out. And I'm not going to use his response. He takes retaliate and then consequential and is knocked out. He's knocked out. And I get another encounter card. Now we will do 1, 2, 3 for Cyclops, who readies me. And we're going to say Taskmaster. Every attack against Taskmaster is at +1 attack. So, attack for 3. Attack for 4. I do take 1 retaliate. Attack for 4. And consequential and retaliate. Attack for 3. Retaliate and consequential. Attack for 3. Retaliate and consequential. Then I'm going to use Limbo to ready. I don't even think I've got Exorcism in there. Yeah, that's what I did. And then I can attack for 3 more, but I want to flip down and recover. And let's just ready. And surely 10 won't go on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 goes on, and I'll let 1 more. He's scheming for 3, and only 3. That goes up to 7. I get 2 encounter cards. One of these will be in advance. If it's in advance, it's game over. Incite 1. And each player in hero form, so that doesn't matter. And a laser rifle. Easy peasy. Let's recover. 3 actually gets me up to max because I can go up to 12 right now. I believe in the rules it says, though, when you record your hit points, you can't go above your printed max. So even though I'm at 12 right now, that's not going to count on the log. I can still only go to 10. Let's flip up and take 2 consequential. That solves that problem. Or 2 damage, not consequential. Solves that problem. And I will put a spell on top. I have no spells to put on top. But let's do 1, 2, 3 for Cyclops, who readies me. Elektra is going to attack and be knocked out. And I could attack here and not take the damage because I'd be defeating him. But what's that top card? That top card's a double. I'm going to do this just because it's fun. Let's Limbo Beast to the top. And then play Beast for 3. Then he enters, and I get that back, which does nothing for me. But I will thwart for 3 and draw a card. And that's really all I can do. Let's just have Beast knock him out. All right, that's game 3, Taskmaster. I was able to end with 10 hit points. So let's go through the log. Each player engaged with an enemy. Shouldn't that say a minion? No, because he's defeated. I'm no longer engaged with him. Marks that in the campaign log. So that is not true. I do not have an enemy, and I didn't think about that. Number 2, if... Oh, it's Zola. What are we doing here? Okay, victory. Each player who rescued one or more allies adds those allies to their deck and records them. So I know I had Shang-Chi. And Elektra. So those are going to go into my deck. And even if I don't want to play them for whatever reason, they're wilds. So if they end up on top of my deck, they kick all of my effects. And then I will record my health. I'm back up to 10. Going into Zola, which is nice. All right, that was game 3. Probably some sloppy play in there, and I know I made a few mistakes, and of course I'll find those in editing and note them with on-screen text, but this was a fun game. I've always liked Taskmaster. I rarely play Taskmaster in anything other than Justice, so this was a lot of fun because I wasn't just farming Captured by Hydra to get those allies. So let me know what you think in the comments. Next game will be Zola. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.